Right. You are in PIXLR and you need to do your Me in One Word project, and maybe you're wondering how to do a silhouette of yourself cut out from a different picture. So you're going to open up an image. I'm going to use a very poorly made selfie picture here. And it didn't import properly in the sense that it's rotated, so I go to the image menu and rotate it. I'm just going to zoom out here so that I can see the whole thing. Now I'm going to quickly go and lasso around myself here, just so I can kind of delete a lot of it. So I'm going to go around and lasso the portion of the picture that I am not in. And of course I'm just going roughly here. And I double click at the end, and now I have like the outside wall deleted. Before I hit delete on my keyboard, I want to make sure I go and double click to unlock this layer. That's important because now that I hit delete, you'll see that the background is completely gone. But of course I still need to delete everything that goes around me to a little bit better degree here. So I'm going to go to the edit menu here, and I'm going to say deselect so I don't have the marching ants anymore. Take the eraser tool and bring my brush diameter up so I have a better brush to play with, and I'm going to just kind of go around here. I'm doing this really quickly for the purpose of this demo, and I've used a soft brush that kind of doesn't give a sharp erasing to it. You might want to use a harder brush that doesn't have the feather. Maybe that last little bit I'm going to redo here. All right, so I mean, I wouldn't settle on this quality of cutout if I was doing this for the real thing, but this is just a kind of quick demo, as I said. All right, so let's say I'm happy with that. Now I need another picture. So I'm going to take this cityscape, for example. I'm going to copy that URL, go back to PIXLR, open up the image URL, and erase that and completely paste a new one in. It'll load that up, and when it does that, it'll open up like a new file essentially. Doesn't seem to be really loading right now. Let's try that again. There we go. And it loaded up this new file, but I need it inside my other one. So I'm gonna, when I have that cityscape file selected, I'm gonna take the layer that it's on and just drag it into the other file that I've been working in. And of course, that's not gonna be big enough to cover my whole image. So I'm gonna select that layer, go to Edit and say Free Transform. And I'm going to shift-click the corner so that it stays in the same proportions, and basically just cover, as long as I'm covering my whole selfie here. Hit Enter, and now if I shut off that top layer, you'll see I'm behind it. And what I want is to make a silhouette of myself. So I'm going to Control-click on the layer that I'm on. And what that does, you see it's already given me a kind of a silhouette here, but it's only selected myself. I need to now go to the edit menu, the edit menu, and say invert selection. And now that's taking what I am not a part of. And if I hit delete now, oh, it didn't do anything. And the reason is, I'm going to actually undo that. The reason is that I didn't select my background layer. So once I do that, I can now hit delete, and it's kind of created this whole silhouette of me. I'm going to delete that layer of me, or take it off anyway. And now I can move this maybe down a bit, and I'm going to go and find another image. and copy that URL back to PIXLR, open up this URL, and I'm going to, of course, slide this layer into that, and I'm going to, again, transform this using the shift. I'm going to click and drag on the corner, hit enter, and I'm going to drop this layer beneath that top one, and now I'm starting to have something that I want. But you'll notice that I am really soft as a silhouette, and that was because I used a feathered brush when I was deleting stuff around me. I hope that kind of gets you started.